What's up guys, my name's Bonnietastic, Max. Welcome to this video. I need to apologise, I haven't uploaded for ages. I've been super busy. I'm actually trying to sort my life out. I'm thinking I'm definitely probably gonna be a Pokemon business next year. I'm gonna be selling mainly mid-era stuff like packs here and there, boxes here and there, that sort of thing, slabs. I don't really want to be like a store that just sells new product. I feel like I'm competing against so many people, whereas if I specialised in this mid-era product that not many people have, it's gonna work better for me. Obviously, I don't get any money from YouTube. I'm a very, very small channel. I'm really struggling to grow. Don't know how you do it. I refuse to put surprised faces in my thumbnails, all that shit. I just can't do it. But I am gonna start trying to take myself a bit more seriously. If you look at my Instagram, I've got a light box now. My girlfriend bought me. I'm gonna try and actually make this stuff look great. I'm gonna try and build a website. I'm gonna try and understand how tax works, stuff like that. I'm gonna try and do this properly. So please bear with me. I'm sorry if there's not many videos. And you might be thinking, why did you leave at the time when the market's finally starting to heat up? You know, it's crazy what's going on with English right now. You're on top of a factory sealed case of Pokemon Center ETBs for Surgeon Sparks. I believe Surgeon Sparks is absolutely brilliant. I want to get back into the swing of doing this, like YouTube 2-3 times a week again, because I want to speak about all of these sets. I want to speak about what I think is going to happen, what's already happened. I love talking about this stuff. I think about it all the time, even if I'm not making videos. But yeah, what happened? English is doing fantastic. Japanese is completely dead, that's how it feels at the moment. Terrestrial Festival has just released in Japan. People are going crazy for it. People are spending £57 a pack for it, even though a box is half of that price. Very interesting times. Are people going to start liking Japanese a bit more now because they're so obsessed with this set? Don't think so. But I don't think Japanese is done for. I definitely don't think it's dead. I've seen a lot of people think that Japanese, had its thing a year ago and it's done forever. I really, really don't think that personally. I think that it's going to be the same as the 2020 boom, where English was crazy and everyone was hyper focused on English, just like they are right now. And then a year, 2 years later, Japanese starts to get a lot of interest because English becomes too expensive or it becomes too hard to get a hold of. Japanese, I will always retain that it is the superior version. It is better quality. Who fucking cares if you can't read it, because you don't play the game anyway. Like 1% of collectors actually play. Yeah, I don't know. I really see so much value in Japanese. Even right now, even though it's so down and everyone hates it, it just makes me like it even more as an investment, because I'm like, well, these prices are so good now. Below retail, it's great. Say if things do pick up in 2-3 years, the stuff from a year ago, that'll be like 4 years old. I doubt that'll get printed. I know that's like a brave thing to say because of all the overprinting that they did recently, but I feel like that's probably done now. My opinion, I feel this is based on nothing, but I feel like if they were going to their board meetings and they were looking at sales and they were looking at all the stores being like, I don't want to take this product anymore, I can't sell it. I'm selling it at a loss and I still can't sell it. That doesn't look good. And then you're looking at the English Pokemon releases and they are soaring. They're doing so well, record sales. The people in charge are going to be looking at this data and being like, right, well, we've got to stop overprinting. Surely that's common sense, right? If they're trying to not only grow their brand, but just even retain the business they've already got, not lose business, they need to, get a hold of their overprinting situation, because they can also learn from the past. I mean, look at Vivid Voltage, for example, still not doing anything. Darkness Ablaze, arguably terrible, but still not doing anything. There's just too much supply at the moment. And surely they can look at that and then be like, well, early Scarlet Violet, I mean, we did nuke it the same way they did that. So hopefully they learn. We'll see. I don't want to say, they're very illogical sometimes, Pokemon Company Japan, in their decision making. I'm hoping that they're done with the overprinting. I'm hoping that they have felt the effects of it and it's bit them in the arse and they are upset and they are going to behave themselves. But then there's one thing that I keep seeing on Instagram is like these Japanese resellers that ship to streamers and whatnot all over the world. They boast about how much they've got. They share a video of their 20,000 boxes and they say, DM me, I'll ship anywhere. Like, that's exactly what Pokemon Center Japan and the company do not want. As long as those accounts are doing that and posting that, they're going to think, fuck, right, we need to overprint that then. So, yeah, I think those accounts, it'd be great if those accounts could disappear or be quiet or sell a bit less to overseas, because they're the ones that are causing this massive overprinting, in my opinion. My friend Thomas Pokemonster, you check out his channel. I'm sure you're already aware of him, but he's over in Japan right now. He can't get a single box of Terrestrial Festival, but a Whatnotter in the UK can get 20,000 boxes. Like, explain that. He's in the company that he's in the country that they produce these boxes, and he can't find any. They're doing a lottery system in the Pokemon Center Japan stores, and you might be lucky to get one box. I think that's the situation. It's just like, I think I don't know how it all works, the top level distribution stuff, but they need to make sure that it's going into the hands of people that aren't going to ship 20,000 boxes outside of Japan. Because when it gets into their hands, you know, the company at the top just gets pissed off because they're like, right, well, we've sold these many boxes to this guy for like, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds a box, and he sold them for 40 pounds a box, and he sold 20,000 of them. I get why they're pissed off, but they need to just stop selling to that guy instead of, you know, nuking the product, destroying it, and you know, just ruining it for everyone. Anyway, they make it super available, and that's the good point. Even if the product doesn't go anywhere in value, it's still super available. We can all get our hands on it. Terrestrial Festival, I feel like they're going to print it heavily, if they haven't already really printed it heavily. I think it's going to be available. People looking at it, calling it next Evolving Skies, next Eevee Heroes, I really don't see it. I think it's an amazing set. I think it's just as good as vstar Universe was, but look at vstar Universe, you know, it's not doing anything record breaking. And just because this has an Umbreon in it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be the biggest set of a generation. But I do think it's hot. Please don't get it confused. I think this set is absolutely fantastic. I would love to open some. Just don't see it being Eevee Heroes or Blue Sky Stream, you know, or even Tag Team All Stars. I don't see it being that tier, just because there's so much attention on it. There's so much being produced. I don't think it's 151 tier. I would rather open this than 151, but I don't think it's going to perform as well as 151. I don't think you're going to see it go to £170 a box in 6 months' time. I just don't. That's what happened with 151. But yeah, interesting. I don't mean to go off into all different areas, but like, I haven't made a video in ages. I want to talk about this stuff. I really want to do an in-depth talk about English Pokemon. I've been picking loads up. I've literally got a drawer here, eight English booster boxes. I quickly grabbed 2 Fusion Strikes before they sold out on the UK Pokemon Center, and really glad about that. But yeah, I mean, I'm still a Japanese collector at heart, and I think that, you know, we've got like a year, 2 years to sort of focus on the Japanese sets you want to get before they get expensive. I do think that the same way English has had a boom after 2-3 years of stagnating, we're going to see the same thing for Japanese again. And you want to be ready for it. You don't want to be buying those boxes after the boom's already happened. You want to be prepared. You want to build your fortress. I wish I built a bigger portfolio of English boxes before this boom. Obviously, that's why I'm playing catch up now. And so I think that instead of playing catch up and paying these extra prices, I should be putting my money into these undervalued Japanese boxes, which are due to have a boom at some point. Don't be short-sighted, people. It's very, very likely that it will happen. It's just a matter of, I don't know when. But I'm very confident that it will, the same way it happened before. And people always, they can make an excuse for why it's gone wrong or why it's gone right. The thing is, it's great product. It's really good value, it's really cheap, and it's not getting the credit it deserves. Especially when you see so much attention and love going to English. It's like, well, English is just a thrown together copy of Japanese. I mean, come on, Japanese is sick. But yeah, that's my opinion. You can disagree. Let me know in the comments. Are you picking up Japanese still, even at this time when no one else is interested in it? What sets are you picking up? Are you picking up modern? Are you picking up vintage? Are you picking up English? I think everyone's picking up a bit of English at the moment. Don't want to miss out. It's exciting, right? Buying something and, you know, it shoots up next month. What are you buying? You buying Sword and Shield? You buying Scarlet Violet? It's no debate now. Scarlet Violet has been allowed to be acceptable. It is encouraged to buy Scarlet Violet. I cannot believe the prices of the graded English PSA 10 illustration rares. It blows my fucking mind. I don't understand how it's happening. It's great. It's great to see any type of growth in Pokemon. It's good to see the success. But wow. It's amazing. My question is this boom bigger than 2020? It's almost feeling like it is. It's like such extreme, intense hype. I feel like people are on Instagram more. People are like, that didn't post much for the last few years, are like fucking getting all excited now, posting every day a case of Chilling Reign, a case of Lost Origin. And I want to speak on that. I was looking at like when TikTok was doing deals. TikTok shop is brilliant for deals. Every so often they do coupons and stuff. I was looking on there to get a Chilling Reign box or a Lost Origin box. There's none. And when you do find one, like in my head, Lost Origin is £190 a box, but you can't find one for 190 anywhere. You look on eBay, you look on TikTok Shop, you look on any website, they're all sold out on most of these sites. And I can't believe it. Because the same year that Lost Origin released is the same year they printed 10 billion cards. So where have they gone? You know, it's amazing. The supply is getting eaten up. It is amazing. And we're looking at Evolving Skies about to touch $1,000 a box. Bro, what's going on? I like it. I'm not angry. I understand it. I kind of wish I bought some, obviously. It's never too late though. I feel like a set like that is going to be seen as the team up of this generation, or the flash fire of this generation, or like whatever the most expensive set is in each gen. And I mean, it already is. It's proven itself. It's just like, how high will it go? What is the ceiling for an Evolving Skies? £2,000 a box? £3,000 a box? £5,000 a box? Like where does it end? It's like the Plasma Storm of Sword and Shield. And the question is, obviously, what set is that going to be for Scarlet Violet? Now, I don't think it's Surging Sparks, but I think Surging Sparks is fucking good. Really good. Really, really good. I would put it, it's an A tier set. I would put it up there with Lost Origin. I'd put it up there with, I'd put it above Silver Tempest, put it above Astral Radiance. I think it's really good. Really, really good. It's no Evolving Skies, but it's definitely really good. Anyway, we've got the Team Rocket set coming up. How is that not going to be hype? And there's booster boxes apparently for that. We've got a black and white 151 type set coming up next year. We've got the Battle Partners set coming up next year. Prismatic Evolution releases next year. I think that's all we know about so far. The closer you get to the end of the generation, the more insane the sets get. I think 2025 is going to be fucking crazy. This boom couldn't have come at a better time for English, because what's coming next year is really, really going to test the Walmart employees and the people in the car parks getting shot over cards. This is going to be a real challenge. You want to be wearing full body armor when you go Tesco's, bruv. You ain't not getting anything. Okay, 2025 is going to be crazy. Japanese, it will spill over into Japanese a little bit, I think, because people are going to be unable to get some of these sets, some of these products, and the Japanese will be available probably for a lot cheaper. It's going to, you know, pour into that area. So that's going to be interesting. But I think a real Japanese boom isn't due yet. Maybe next year, later in the year. Probably more likely 2026 with the 30th anniversary. And also by that time, people will be, you know, looking to diversify, maybe into different languages, stuff like that. But I think English is going to be the talking point the end of this year, start of next year, 100%. Who knows? I could be wrong. But yeah, that's my opinion. Other languages are... I don't know how they're doing. I've not really looked at simplified Chinese, but that came out the gate hot. I don't think it's doing so well anymore. But I don't think any of the languages are doing that well anymore, because, you know, when you couldn't afford Japanese, you looked at Chinese, you looked at Thai, you looked at Indonesian, you looked at Korean. But now, Japanese is cheaper than most of those different languages. It's kind of like the people that were doing it for that reason are now going back to Japanese, or they're going to English or whatever. And so I don't know how they're performing. I do have I don't know if you guys know, I have a quite big Indonesian position, like 150 booster boxes, something stupid like that. Sorry, mumbling. But I'm very proud of it. You know, I got a ton of tag bolt, like team up basically. I got tons of team up and tons of Shining Legends sealed Indonesian boxes, and I thought that was a good move. Time will tell. You know, I only bought those like 4 years ago. They're like 10-year investments for me, because I think by the time that 10 years is up, where are you going to find that stuff? They didn't print much of it to begin with, you know? So, we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm feeling positive. You know, so what if, like, most of my collection is Japanese, but so what if the attention's all on English at the moment? I feel like I'm still safe with my position. You know, basically all of the old stuff hasn't gone down in price at all since it crashed. It's mainly just like these new Scarlet Violet, a bit of Sword and Shield sets. Sun and Moon, yeah, taken down like 5-10%, but that's normal. I think 5-10% moves, whether it's up or down, it's just noise. It doesn't matter. That shit does not matter. People are like, oh my god, do you hear Black Flame's gone up like 1,000 yen? It's like, bro, 1,000 yen is like not much money. That's not a move. It's not a move until it doubles. It's not a move until it, you know, it's up 25-50%. In my opinion. But yeah, I don't want to see Scarlet Violet boxes move. I don't want to see them move anytime soon, because if they do, it's very likely they'll just reprint the fuck out of them. I want all of Scarlet and Violet to stay as cheap as possible, just so that they don't look at it and reprint the shit out of it. I feel like that is so destructive at this point. A reprint normally doesn't hurt a set that bad, but when it's every set in the generation, it does hurt. You know, it makes people lose faith and lose interest, and I think they're feeling the effects of that now. So yeah, sorry for a long video. Hope you enjoyed. I didn't mean for it to be a talk about everything. I want to do more in-depth talks, like break down sets. I want to talk about Twilight Masquerade. I want to talk about Surging Sparks. I want to talk about Prismatic Evolution. I want to talk about all the Japanese sets. But, you know, I need to get back in the swing of things. I've got 2 weeks of work. I'm doing agency work in a fucking flour mill on a forklift. You know, it is what it is. I'm doing that for 2 weeks. Get a bit of money in for Christmas. Buy presents. I'm locking in, bro, all night, every night recently. I'm inventorying everything I've got. I'm finding every purchase price I had. So when it comes to selling it, I know what profit there is, what tax I need to pay, etc. I'm trying to do this shit seriously. Next year, I'm really going to try and like do this as a job. I'd love to. I have a very big wealth of information about Pokemon. I don't feel like I have to prove myself. I don't want to have to show you my fucking inventory. I'll get robbed, bruv. People will want my shit. I've got some nice stuff here, yeah? I don't want to have to show it off and make myself at risk. You just got to believe me, or look at my Instagram, okay? I'm talking... I have 900 booster boxes. I kind of know what I'm doing, and I hope this information is helpful for you guys. But I want to use this information for myself so I can make a business, right? I think I've got good knowledge. I've done nothing for the past 8 years really with my free time other than study the fuck out of Pokemon, and it stays. I know every single set name chronologically in English and Japanese from start to today. I'm a nerd, okay? I'm a nerd for Pokemon. And I want to use that and as a skill and make a job out of it, right? That's what I'm doing, and I'll show you the receipts, bro. When I'm at actual business and I'm doing this seriously, I'll show you the receipts. I'll show you what I've got. You know, I'm in the process. I'm looking at like having a new storage place where I can fit everything in, because right now my storage is full to the brim. And I store extra stuff in other places as well. And all of these places are all getting full up. I'm looking to see if I can get like a whole, you know, I don't know, like big garage or something like that that's fully protected, insured, safe from fire, safe from burglary. And that'd be great. And then once I have that, I can then film and like walk around like a fucking warehouse of Pokemon. And that would be great for you guys. I think it would do good for the channel. I think it would do good for business. You know, let's just see what we can do, bro. 2025, we're locking in. Pokemon's going to be hot. I'm going to be working in Pokemon, hopefully. We're going to see what we can do. Can you hear this storm outside? This is crazy. Thank you for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, please write something silly in the comments. Write booby 100 emoji or something. I love you. Tell me what you're picking up. Tell me what you're selling. Tell me what's going on. I love you. Mwah, mwah.